Our goal that we set out at the beginning of the season is we wanted to make history, and we're one step closer to that. Making the tournament is not easy; it's not something that we take for granted. And we don't just want to be one and done here. We want to, our plan is to win 6, but you can't win 6 without winning the first one.
Josiah, back in Nashville, the state was able to force the issue inside. Talk about the emphasis this week and trying to prevent that, not just for tomorrow's game, but throughout the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, our biggest thing is when we play our best basketball, we're bringing the fight to other teams, and we didn't do that against Mississippi State, and I'm not glad that it happened, but I'm glad it happened there and not here, and we were able to correct some things in practice and play with a lot of urgency that I know we'll start the game out with on Thursday with, but it just starts with our energy coming out onto the floor for 40 minutes.
We all know about Monty on their team, but what about the rest of the team? What do you know in the short time you've had a chance to look at them? What do you know about St. Peter's?
Yeah, they're tough. They're very, very tough, very, very skilled. They've got multiple guys who can score the ball. They don't rely on the three-point shot heavily, but they can get hot from 3. They're a great defensive team. They get after you. They're on the ball. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to come down to toughness, grit, and it's going to be a grinded-out game for 40 minutes.
Thank you, Joe.
Josiah, just what gives you confidence about this team heading into the tournament?
I know we're at our best, which we've been many times this year, that we can play and beat anybody in the country. So just going back to, how high I know our ceilings can be, and I know that, this is the time we want to be playing the best basketball, and I'm very confident that we will be on Thursday.
What does it look like when y'all are at your best?
Yeah, just like I said, taking the fight to other people. Not waiting to get punched in the mouth. Always being the aggressors on both ends of the floor. We always have a really good defensive team. This year our offense is taking many strides, but we're at our best offensively. We're getting everybody involved, and offensive rebounding and shooting the ball and playing with confidence and having a swagger about us.
Is there a confidence or comfort from last year on early exit in the SEC tournament that you were able to see that didn't lead to a hangover? Does that give y'all more confidence?
I guess a little bit. We haven't really talked about it or thought about it like that. Obviously our plan wasn't to lose to Mississippi State in the fashion that we did. It wasn't good, but there's always blessings in disguise, and you can always learn more from losses than you can win. So I think this week of practice has definitely prepared us to be our best version of ourselves on Thursday.
Rod talked about, I guess, on Zakai's visit, and again maybe last summer Armani was in town. Were you there either of those times, and what kind of stands out about his personality and his game as well?
Yeah, when he first came and visited, he was there, and he's been down a couple times since, and so I have a pretty good relationship with him. I just saw him walking in the hallway coming over here, and they both come from a great family, and they're similar in a lot of ways. They're tough guys, just like the entire St. Peter's team. But Monty, he's a lot like Zakai, and so we know it's not going to be easy, but it'll definitely be fun, and I'm happy that his family and those two individuals get to enjoy it and play against each other.
Thanks, Josiah.